Hello, guys. Okay, here we are ready for our review for our reading evaluation. Okay, so let's go right straight to our stories. We are going to discuss today vocabulary, and we are going also to read the two articles to be ready and prepared for our reading evaluation. Okay, here we are. The first story in our topic, evaluation topics, is alien planet. Okay, remember these creatures, remember these photos. Some of us were really surprised and amazed when we saw those pictures, right? But we had really good discussions about this interesting and controversial topic. Let's begin here with some of our vocabulary, okay? It's a circle the definition of the words below. What is science fiction? We discuss what science fiction was. To begin with, fiction means imagination. Fiction means not real. So when we say science fiction, it has to be something that is not entirely real, that has taken a lot of imagination. So the answer will be letter A, an academic science report, or letter B, stories about life in the future or in other parts of the universe. Science fiction. When you watch movies of science fictions, what do you see? Stories that you read from books. What is science fiction? Excellent. I think you still remember, right? Is here it says a story about life in the future or in other parts of the universe. Okay, these are stories from parts of the universe. Alien, what is an alien? When do we consider an alien? Remember that we were discussing that aliens are not those creatures with 4 or 5 arms and like 6 eyes, right? Aliens, we refer to aliens to everything that lives outside our planet, okay, that lives in another planet, right? For example, living forms that are very tiny, they are very small, they are considered aliens. Living forms out of our planet, okay, out of the planet. It is called alien. So, letter A or letter B, an animal, bird, or plant from a planet other than Earth, or a person you do not like. Well, that's kind of catchy. If we don't like someone, we tend to believe that they could be aliens from another planet. But no, we're talking about an animal, bird, or plant from a planet other than Earth. Those are considered aliens. Fictional. What is fictional? It is something, is it something funny or imaginary? Is it imaginary or funny? Fictional, yes, letter B. Here we go. Data, what is data? A particular day or time of the year or information or facts about something. If we look for data, we look for information. So it's letter B. Here it is. Conditions, what are the conditions? The situation that something or someone lives in or something that would happen in the future. Conditions is what surrounds you. Financial conditions, emotional conditions, right? So it is the situation that something or someone lives in. Excellent. I think now you have recovered the memories of those wonderful participations that we had last class. These topics were very interesting and we discussed many things and many ideas. But it's good to remember the vocabulary. Pay attention to the vocabulary because this is important for our evaluation. A feature. What is a feature? An important part of something or a time in the past. A feature is a characteristic. It's something, could be very small or very big, that helps you to distinguish from the rest of the people. So feature is an important part of something. Yes, that's it. Very good. Special effects. What is special effects? Is an action in films or television program created by computers, or the music in a film or television program? I think if it's a special and they have effects that they really make a surprise, they must be created by computer. So I believe is letter A. There we go. Okay, here we have vocabulary words and definitions, okay? Pay close attention to these vocabulary words and its definitions, okay? These are important. Follow my tips. Okay, excellent. We finish here and we are ready to read our article. Let's see, the name of our article is Alien Planet. What was Alien Planet? Let's start reading. Let's see. Follow the reading, please. If you want to use your virtual book, it's excellent. If you want just to follow the story here in my presentation, that's fantastic. It says, if there is life on another planet, what is it like? This is the question that a new science fiction program, Alien Planet, tries to answer. So the name of our article, Alien Planet, is referring to a program. Don't get scared. We're talking about programs, remember? Science fiction TV shows. And this was called Alien Planet. In the 94-minute program, two robots explore a fictional planet. The planet, remember the name of the planet? Please, close attention here. The planet, Darwin 4, is 6.5 light years from the Earth. It has two suns, 60% gravity, and is smaller and hotter than Earth. Very different to our planet, right? It is also home to many alien plants and animals. The robots look at the land and air on the planet, as well as the animals, plants, and birds that live there. Remember that we said that the features and the special characteristics that these creatures could have depend on the environment, on the place where they live, on the planet where they exist. Okay, that's how they are going to be different, depending on the needs that the planet is projecting to them, okay? So let's continue. Let's see. The robots look, yes, we read this. The robots then send information about the planet to a team of scientists on Earth. The program is based on the book Expedition by Wayne Barlow. Okay, this program was based on a book, right? And the book is called Expedition. However, Alien Planet is not just normal science fiction because it is based on real scientific information. It's not only science fiction, they had investigated. So they have parts that are really facts, right? They have information, they are really facts. They are not just part of the science fiction program. A team of designers and scientists described the conditions that would make it life possible on Darwin 4. The team then carefully designed the animals and plants that could live in this condition. That's what I told you. We have here picture number 1, number 2, and number 3. Designed by this expertise. The animals and plants could live in these conditions. The team included famous scientists as is Professor Stephen Hawking. We all know who he is, right? He's very famous. And Dr. Mikio Kaku and Dr. James Garvin, the chief scientists of NASA. NASA is the place where they have these fantastic programs of astronauts, and they train astronauts, they investigate about other planets, they launch rockets. Okay, that's the NASA. In the program, the scientists explain the science behind Darwin 4. They explain why the animals and birds have certain features and discuss the possibility of life in other planets. So we have this expertise, really very intelligent people, geniuses, some of them, discussing the possibility of life in other planets. The Alien Planet is an exciting mix of fact and fiction. The special effects are amazing, and the alien life forms really make the science come alive. I really recommend watching it. If you have a strong nerve system, If you don't get scared that easily, this is a great program, guys. We have here picture number 1, number 2, and number 3, 3 different creatures, right? Depending on the planet where they live. You can see their features. You can see how different they are. Some of them had special abilities at running, for example, because they have long legs. Others, like these trunk suckers, right? They drink the juice from the trees. That's why they have those long, like tongues, specialized to drink the juice from the trees. Okay, these are great examples of what the imagination can accomplish, right? Science creating life through special effects, right? And discussing special information, part fiction, part fact. Okay, reading number 2. Let's see, always related to our beautiful universe, our beautiful planets, everything outside our own planet Earth. The title of this story is The Universe is So Big, There Must Be Life on Other Planets. Remember that we discussed these arguments. We have pro and cons, and several of you gave me your opinion, and you believe that it could be true, because if the universe is really big, why would life stop just in this planet? It could have been extended to other planets, because still we don't have enough information. We don't know the entire universe. So we don't know, we cannot really say 100% that we're sure that life just exists here, right? Because at the end, we don't know the entire universe. We haven't been able to reach the stars and other planets and other systems as well. So there could be a possibility. We discussed several pros and cons, right? And it was fun. It was fun because your opinion is very important, and you had really valid reasons. They were valid. Okay, let's have a look at the vocabulary. Here we are. Wonder, support, atmosphere, evidence, probe, exist, and orbit. Let's try to match them. We did it the first time. Let's try to remember now, right? The words and the meanings, because this vocabulary is important for your evaluation. So let's pay attention. Wonder, support, atmosphere. Let's try to see if we can identify some meanings. The mix of chemicals in the air around a planet. Chemicals around a planet. Of course, yes, very good. We have atmosphere, right? The atmosphere are the chemicals in the air around a planet. The circular journey that a spacecraft or planet makes around a planet. If it's circular and it goes around a planet, it has to be orbit. Very good. Yes, we still remember, I am sure. Demonstrate that something is true. When we have to demonstrate it, we have to give, prove, no, evidence. I'm sorry. Yes, evidence. When we have to demonstrate that something is true, we have to give evidence. We have to show that it is true. Information that shows where something is true or exists. Now we have it, right? Information. Let's see. Let's have a look at the other letters, because I'm not 100% sure. Make an argument stronger. When you make an argument stronger, it's because you support it with good facts. Think about something and try to understand it. When you think about something, you wonder, right? Yes. So to be real is to exist. So yes, the information is proof. There you go. Information that shows whether something is true or exists, we prove it. Okay, is the proof. Very good. Excellent. Good job. Okay, let's move on. Let's go then to our story, our very interesting story. The universe is so big, there must be life in other planets. Let's see. Let's start reading. For many years, people have wondered whether we are the only living things in the universe all the time. We have wondered this all the time. We have always, every time that we look at the stars, we put our eyes in the sky. I think from time to time it comes that question to our mind. Could we be alone in this universe? Is it only us? What is out there? Okay, that's curiosity. That is valid. That is human. We are curious, right? Some scientists believe that there must be life in other planets because the universe is so big. However, other scientists think that it is very unlikely that there is life on other planets because planets need a very specific environment for life to start, of course. But what we don't understand is that they need a specific environment, but it doesn't have to be the same environment all the time. Here we have a specific environment in our planet. That's why we are how we are. We are like 80% water, right? That's why our planet is mostly water, right? Because we need it. But these scientists, they believe that the planets must have a very specific environment, but we don't know what kind of environment because that's how the creatures are going to survive. Those aliens are going to survive. So remember, alien is a life form that doesn't belong to the earth. It's not, we're not talking about those creatures with 5 eyes and that they are green and 3 arms. No, it's a living form out of this planet. That's what is called alien. So there are facts that support both sides of the argument. Yes, there are facts for both sides. One, on the one hand, the universe is huge, gigantic, enormous. There are billions of stars and thousands of solar systems. Many of these solar systems have planets that go round and round a sun like the Earth. Look at that. Planets that have kind of a similarity with our planet. Because there are so many planets in space, it is likely that one of these planets could have the right conditions to have life. That's it. There are so many planets in this space, we don't even know. We don't know them. We haven't been able to reach them. So there are possibilities of finding life form in those planets, right? They could have the right conditions to have life. Recently, experts using the Kepler telescope found more than 1,200 planets in orbit around a star, and 54 of these planets are similar to Earth. Just imagine. There are similarities, right? There are conditions that could, I'm not saying that there are, I'm saying that could lead to real life form, different life forms, but life forms at the end. Many scientists believe that one of these planets, Kepler 22b, has the right atmosphere. Listen to this. This is a really very interesting fact. And temperature to have life. They have the right atmosphere and they have the right temperature to have life. Even in all our solar system, scientists have found evidence of water on Mars and on Titan, one of Saturn's moon. That is true. They found water on Mars. They even believe that because they found water, they could maybe tiny particles or tiny organisms could exist on Mars because they found water, and water is essential for life. There could not be water if there's no life, and there's no life without water. So these conditions can demonstrate that there must be some kind of life on Mars and on Titan. Titan is one of Saturn's moon. They believe that this could mean that there is or was a form of a very simple life on this planet. This is what I told you. Simple life. We are not simple life. Okay, our conditions, our body, the way how we reproduce, we grow, we die, how our intelligence and everything makes us a different kind of creatures. We are not simple life, okay? But there could be a simple life in other planets. On the other hand, so let's continue reading. A planet needs very particular conditions to have life. A planet with life would need to have water, just what I was telling you. Water, very important. The right temperature, okay, number two, temperature, and the right mix of chemicals in the atmosphere. Atmosphere is very important too. The Earth has the right conditions to have life, but it is very unlikely that other planets has exactly the same environment as Earth. Absolutely, very unlikely, almost impossible. But some of them, they have similar characteristics. Remember? In addition, although scientists believe that life might exist in other planets, we have never found evidence to prove it. Not yet. But maybe, I don't know, we haven't looked in the right place. A recent report from Princeton University in the US suggests that it's very unlikely that there is life on other planets. They believe that we don't have enough scientific evidence to decide if there is life on other planets. We don't have evidence to support that there is life in another planet, but we haven't still found the evidence to support that there isn't. So we still have the opportunity to keep looking, right? We can discover a lot of things. And humans, we love to discover things. We are curious. Remember that I told you? We need to experience failure or success in order to grow. So this is the great opportunity. We still have to continue investigating, and we will find out proof of one thing or the other at the end. In conclusion, I do not agree. Here it says in the article, I do not agree that there is life on other planets. Although the universe is very big, a planet with life needs very special conditions. Okay, here we go again. The special environment, that is a fact. Earth has exactly the right conditions for life. It is not too hot or too cold. It has water and air and the right chemicals. I do not think that any other planet could have exactly the same conditions as Earth. Therefore, I would not think that there could be life on other planets. That is the conclusion of the person who wrote this article, okay? And maybe we agree or we disagree, but don't close your mind. Remember that things haven't been proven yet, and we still have time to investigate. Investigate our vast universe, the universe and the things, amazing things that are still hidden in there for us. God has made this wonderful universe so vast, and we don't know it yet. We still haven't been able to discover these things, but God is powerful. He can do whatever He wants. So I think and I believe that there are wonderful things waiting for us out there. Okay, surprises that God had made for us. Maybe not those creatures that are green and with seven hands or arms or eyes, but wonderful things that we can still discover and that we could use to improve our life here on earth. We don't know. We have to wait. Still for the future, right? We must still wait. We must wait and trust in God, right? That everything has a purpose, everything has a reason. All His creation has been created for a reason, right? So if there's life out there, there is a purpose for it, right? There is a good reason to exist. Okay, I love you guys. Take care. Um, Read carefully one more time your stories before you do your evaluation and read your questions carefully. Take your time, right? Consider all the options, right? And think and concentrate before you answer them. I love you. See you next class, babies. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye.